Okay, this class has been recorded, and good morning, Thursday, everyone. Once again, welcome back to computer class. It's a lovely Thursday outside, and I hope everybody is ready for our class. So to start with, let's check the attendance. And let me start. Please prepare to turn on your microphone, and let me start with Hankla. Are you here yet? Hankla, calling once. Hankla, calling twice. Hankla, calling twice. Hankla, not yet. Newton,
Yes.
Mubin,
Yes.
Plaikaw,
Present.
Pamay,
Present.
Kaupan,
Present.
Eclair,
Here.
Minya,
Present.
Prim, calling once. Prim, calling twice. What happened to Prim? I think yesterday. Absent also. Luke,
Yes.
Vic,
Yes.
Eric, calling once. Eric, calling twice.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. Eric, Hannah,
Yes.
Ruby,
Yes.
Bam. I think Bam was also absent yesterday. I'll figure out. Evan,
Yes.
God,
Yes.
Timmy,
Yeah.
Kanomsen.
Yes.
Going back to Hankla. Are you here yet?
Yes, I'm here now.
Hankla is here. Prim, are you here yet? Prim. So Prim absent. Bam, are you here yet? Bam. So today, Prim and Bam are absent. Told them.
Teacher, I'm coming, teacher.
Who was that?
From I am here.
Yeah, I checked already a while ago. So
Okay.
now absent Prim and Bam as of now. So if they will be here later on, then I can change this one. All right, good morning, Thursday once again, everyone. And we are about to continue with our lesson. So the other day we discussed about the applications to run our HTML files. We also learned the application to write our HTML files. So that's the Sublime Text Editor. That's where we write our HTML files. And we also learned about the basics of the tags or how web pages work or run. That was yesterday. And today we will learn about HTML tags. And this is a video again. So along the way, I will just pause. I think there are some locations that or folder locations or directories that you need to catch up. If I will not pause, you might not be able to catch up. So I will pause along the way during the session or during our lesson. So let's watch this. It's about HTML tags today. So let me change the presentation screen. Tab HTML. Okay, let's watch and learn. Welcome everyone to Web Design and Development course. Before going to our topic in this video, you'll be able to see our source and reference. I hope you'll be able to follow along this web design course. By now, you should be quite familiar with these websites. Coming up next are the prerequisites in this lesson. We have the map server, Apache server, Sublime Text Editor, localhost 8888, and htdocs folder. These applications and folders should be active in your machine at the background. As you watch this video, please bear in mind about our ESLRs, and these are right thought, right communication, right attitude, right conduct, and right lifestyle. In this particular video, we will discuss about HTML tags. We are now in section 1.4. HTML is written in something called tags. Tags come in pairs, and an opening one and a closing one. The first pair of tags we'll write are the HTML tags themselves. You put one HTML tag at the top and one at the bottom. This tells a browser like Google Chrome that the code is hypertext markup language. Two things to notice here. One, that the word HTML is surrounded by angle brackets, the less than and greater than keys on your keyboard. And two, that the second tag has a / before the HTML. All your tags must be surrounded by the angle brackets, and this tells the browser that there is some HTML code that needs executing, and that it is not to be shown on the web page. Miss an angle bracket out, and it can really mess up your web page. Now we are going to open our Sublime Text Editor, and we'll add those two tags, which looks like this now. Before we will proceed to the next tags, we'll save this certain file first. So please follow these steps as we save our first HTML page. Go to the File menu, then choose Save As button. In the All right, I would like to pause here for a while. Please follow these steps, and if you have opened your Sublime Text, then click File and Save As, and let's see what's next. Save dialog box, locate the folder htdocs, which is in the Applications folder, then Map folder and htdocs. For Windows users, that should be in Drive C. Okay, once again, please remember this location for, I think the one in there for Mac, that's MAMP, Applications, MAMP, and then htdocs. If you are using Windows, go to Drive C, MAMP, htdocs. That's the location. Remember that location. If you have any concerns or question, you can let me know now, and we will. I'll help you with whatever concerns you have. If there's none, we'll continue the video. Map folder and htdocs. Inside the htdocs folder, we'll create a folder named HTML. So click the New Folder button. For Windows user, right-click inside htdocs folder, and you will see New Folder. So go ahead and create the HTML folder. In the New Folder dialog box, we'll type HTML in lowercase letters, then click the Create button. The HTML folder is created inside of the htdocs folder. Now we'll repeat the same process. Okay, I'd like to pause here again. Please remember, we're creating a folder inside htdocs. For Mac users, just click that New Folder, and you'll be able to rename with HTML. That should be in lowercase. So there are reasons why we are using lowercase letters. Okay, actually that's the purpose of not messing up HTML files. So usually HTML files will detect lowercase letters for the file names. And if you are, let's continue the video. Process to create a new folder named section _1 inside of HTML folder. So go ahead, click the New Folder button. Then in the New Folder dialog box, we'll type section _1 in lowercase letters. Then click the Create button. section_1 folder is now inside of the HTML folder. All right, I would like to pause here again. So this is the same with Mac or Windows, whatever machine you're using, it's the same location. You just have to create a new folder there inside htdocs, then HTML, and inside HTML you have section_1. So another reason for not putting space so that HTML can read properly those folders, because usually if there's space, it will cause some problems later on. So to avoid that, there should be no space. At the same time, it should be in lowercase letters. That's why we're using those kinds of file names. So I hope you have created those folders and remember those locations as well. If you need help, please let me know and I can assist you with that. If there's none, let's continue. In the file name box, we'll rename it to my first page.html in lowercase letters. Now you might wonder why we're typing the letters in lowercase. This will be discussed later on reasons for typing in lowercase. For now, we'll go ahead and save this file, so we'll click the Save button. If we'll go to our folder again, then we'll see the HTML file we created named my first page.html, and that's inside of section_1 folder. If we right click. So once again, I would like to pause at this point of time and create my first page.html inside of section 1. So to create the HTML file in Sublime Text, click, if you have open Sublime Text, click File, and then Save As. And then dialog box will appear. Name it as my first page.html. And it should be inside section 1 HTML htdocs folder. Any questions so far? So we can go slow in case it's too fast so that you can follow along. So if there's none, let's continue. Click that HTML file, then open with Sublime Text. Here you will notice that the color of HTML text have changed to red. This means that HTML codes are now in effect. The first tag tells the browser to start doing something. The second tag tells the browser to stop doing it. The stop symbol is that /. So miss that out, and again, your web page can really be messed up. The next pair of tags are the head tags. They go between the two HTML ones. Go ahead and type this in your Sublime Text editor. Again, notice that both the head tags are surrounded by angle brackets, and there is a / before the final one. Head. The head section of HTML page is where you put special instructions for the browser. Your browser will not print directly to a web page when things are inserted into the head section. For example, if you wanted to display the words "Hello World" on your page and you type them in between the two head tags, then the browser would just ignore them. That's because "Hello World" is direct text and not a special instruction that the browser can understand. So the head tags goes between the two HTML tags. A special instruction your browser can understand is the title tag. The title tag always goes in the head section of the HTML skeleton. If you can notice here, there is actually an obvious structure. The title tags are inside the head tags, and the head tags are inside of HTML tags. This structure or pattern is the foundation of HTML. So always bear in mind this HTML structure. A very common mistake for beginners is that their tags are mixed up. So be careful with this pattern. We'll cover more about HTML structure in the upcoming lessons. The title tag doesn't do very much, and it definitely should not be confused with the name of your web page. If you save your web page as myfamily.html, then that would have no bearing on or relationship with the title tag. Whatever you type between the two title tags is what appears at the very top of your browser window. And that's it. That's all it does. You'll see what it looks like in a moment. Okay, so I would like to pause here again. This is the position or the format of your HTML files. Inside HTML code, you have the head tag, and inside the head is your title tag. So there are spaces there, never mind about the space. That's just for organization purposes. However, HTML will omit those spaces, and that's just for a reference, or so that it's easier for the user to read, or the programmer or the coder. So go ahead and type this into your Sublime text and feel how and see how the HTML works. Let's continue. The first and the final and most important part of the HTML skeleton is the body section. So let's add this in our Sublime text. In between those two body tags is where you'll write most of your HTML code. Think of the body as the white page in your word processing. When you type something in your word processing software, it is immediately displayed. Similarly, when you type something between the two body tags and then view the results in a browser, whatever you type will be displayed. As long as it's not a tag, your browser will try to display it for you. So remember, if you want people to see it, put it in between the body tags. In your text editor, add the following. Notice that we've added some text between the two title tags. My first page. We've also used indenting as spacing, but this is only for readability. The indenting and spacing doesn't have any effect on the results. Okay, so let me pause again. As you notice, the position, we have the title tags are inside of the head, and the head is inside of HTML, but the head should not mix with the body. Okay, so the body is below the head tags, and that should be the formation of your I would say these are the template for HTML, the basics or the foundation of HTML tags. It should look like this. Okay, do not mix up the head tag and the body tag. They should not mix. So whatever code you write inside the body, you can see that in the page of your browser. But for now, that will just be empty because we don't have the codes yet. Don't worry, you'll get used to this later on. Maybe if you are a first timer to HTML, it might be hard for you to understand for now. But yeah, we just started, and I'm showing you the foundation of HTML tags. So this is how it looks like. Let's continue. Doc type needs to go at the very top of the page. There is no end tag for doc type. Note the exclamation mark after the first angled bracket and the space between doc type and HTML. So we'll add a doc type to the top of our page, and your Sublime Text Editor will look something like this. Now it's time to check our codes. We'll open up localhost 8888 and run this file. But before going to our localhost, please see to it that the Apache server is running. After typing localhost 8888, you will see the index of HTML. So click HTML. Then click the index of section 1 again. This is where our first HTML file is located. In the index of HTML, section 1, you will see my first page.html file. So we'll click on that. You will notice here that our page is just empty. It's because we didn't write anything in the body section of our Sublime Text yet. Let's take a closer look. In the title tag, we wrote my first page. And this particular text can be seen right here, the one with an arrow. Since we did not write anything in the body section, therefore our browser looks empty. Now we can save text and we can close it. Now that we have discussed and familiarized about HTML tags, I hope that we'll be able to get started with developing web pages. Coming up next, we'll take a look at how to save web pages. All right, so in the next lesson, we will learn how to save the pages, web pages. But for now, that's where the location or the format of our HTML files, our HTML tags. And please remember those formation, okay? That's the pattern or the basis or the basic formation of our HTML tags. So now let's proceed to our, is there any questions so far? It's time for our web quest, and let me change my screen with the PowerPoint. Web quest, okay. So for our web quest, please read about HTML tags. I have discussed that one today, but to get more insights and more understanding about HTML tags, please use the internet to search more info about HTML tags. Now it's time for the web quest. We have about 10 minutes to do the web quest about HTML tags.
Wait, teacher, can you explain what you guys did earlier?
Who's this? Miss Hankla, right?
Yes.
Okay, I showed you the HTML tags. Did you get that? Were you able to see that one or no?
I don't think so.
Okay, let me go back my video for a while. Okay, this one, body. Okay, let me change the screen. So for others, just continue the web quest about HTML tags, and let me change presentation. So did you see that, Hankla, the one that I shared? That's the pattern for HTML tags. HTML, head, title, body.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Yes.
So we discussed this a while ago, and this is the foundation of your HTML tags. Remember this pattern. It's a pattern. Okay, let me show you. I'll show you here. This one. Let me go back a little bit. Yeah, as you can see that one. So the entire HTML is the formation of the pattern of your HTML. The red box that's outside, that's HTML, and inside there's head and body tags. Okay, we are discussing HTML tags. So inside the HTML tags, we have the head, and the body is at the bottom of the head tag. But the head tags and the body tags are inside of HTML. And inside of the head tag, you have the title tag. So for every tag, there's opening and closing tag, right? So the opening of the HTML, there's a closing tag at the bottom. And then if you notice the head tag, there's also a closing tag head, and that's encircled in blue. The body tag, which is at the bottom of your head tag, has also opening and closing tags, and that's at the bottom of your head. And this is the formation of your, I would say this is the HTML template. So we are going to use this template every time we write the code. So for now, remember that pattern. It's a pattern.
Yes. So like, did you do like any work or anything?
Not yet. We just did the web quest.
Okay.
Yeah,
so like, but like earlier we had to like do something, right?
It's just a discussion earlier. This is what I showed you.
You guys didn't do anything, right?
No.
Okay.
So we actually saved this one. That's also one of the, just a simple saving file as part of discussion. But the classwork actually, it's this one, web quest, read about HTML tags. That's the only thing you're supposed to do now.
Also, we download Sublime Text, right?
Yes, editor. Download that, install it. Are you using Mac? Mac or Windows? Windows. So have you installed the?
Yes, I have installed it, but I don't know what to do after I installed it.
Yeah, after you install it, you have to open that program.
Yes, it's opened right now.
Okay, then you write this one. I'll share my screen again with the Sublime text. So you need to write that one and save it. Wait, let me change my stop pressing. Okay, so write this one in your Sublime text. Wait, the page is loading. Okay, that one. So write that in Sublime text. This is actually the template, HTML template. And after you write that, click File, then file menu in Sublime Text. Okay, and then save as, and you need to, a while ago earlier I showed where to save our HTML files. This is the location. Let me, I'll just type it here. Okay, location, file location, I should say. So I'm typing it there. So that will be in Drive C of your Windows. You will see there htdocs. No, that should be MAMP first. MAMP, then htdocs, and then you have to create HTML folder. Inside HTML, you write section _1. And this file here, as you can see, the title of this file is my first page .html. That should be inside section 1. My first page .html. Did you get that location? Did you get it?
Wait, so we make like a folder
Yes.
called this?
Yes. HTDocs is already created. MAMP and HTDocs are already created. You have to create a new folder named HTML. And then inside HTML, create another folder named it section 1. And that's where we save this HTML file actually that we typed
and
here.
then call it my first page
Yes,
.html and then
yes.
save. Okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what we're supposed to. That's the only thing what we did today.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. And after that, we'll proceed to our web quest. But I think we only have 1 minute left. So I hope you're able, if you have some questions, please go to our after school online class this afternoon. As I have mentioned yesterday, I announced if you see the after school in Google Classroom, please join this afternoon in after school in Google Classroom. Go to Google Meet the same way how we joined in this class. Just use Google Meet for that. Okay, so I think it's already time, and thank you everyone for participating in this class. It's time for the eye rest before you go to your next class. So get ready for the eye rest. And if there's no more question, then you may log out. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you have questions, please join after school today.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.